So let's get started. A funny fact about me, I am teetotal, okay? I haven't drink beer, like just any alcoholic drink for, I don't know, 7 years? I don't know how many years. 7 or 8 years, nearly 10 years, oh my gosh. The reason for that is that, I used to drink a lot and I got like a really out of shape and my health deteriorated and so there's some major changes in my life and then I think I can't continue being like this, so you know what, I stopped drinking beer and it feels brilliant. But you know what, I'm going to use a pub example because things I can't drink beer, yeah, I can think of it, okay? Just to give you some fun example. Just you can also experience that kind of thing in your head without actually drinking. So let's get started. So, I'm using a drawing software, a little bit shameless self-promotion. I also work as a digital artist, and you can check out my art bootcamp as well, where I make art assets and make model and then use that in the game. It will be fun. And I also made a lot of games. So let's go back. I want to use pub example to demystify computer because I think it's like a more straightforward way rather than using like logic gates or something like that. Okay, so how does computer does this thing? Okay, you go to the pub, you're the punters, you're the inputs. Okay, say you are here, you go to the pub, you will order something. Okay, so basically you tap away your keyboard or use your mouse to to get some inputs. Basically it's like you go to the pub and say, oi, I want to order something. Okay, so that's the input. Okay, and now inside the computer there's a block called central processing unit, CPU. So you can sort of imagine him as a landlord of the pub. Okay, so basically he's here to make sure that every order is sorted. And you go to the pub, you want to order like, right, do this for me. This CPU, this landlord of the pub, this folks will take your order. Okay, make sure that your order get executed. And you know what? It's not just about like one input. Okay, you got a lot of people who take a lot of orders. So this bartender or the landlord of the pub or whatever, they have to like think really, really quickly. Okay, so this is the CPU, mainly for processing. U for input, and then all this input will be a series of instructions. And in order to carry out instructions, we need to do the calculation. Okay, that's, I think it's called bartender, for processing. And then here's the thing, you will get some beer. You can like store the beer inside of cellar, or you can quickly get the beer. Okay, so there will be some tab where you can just get beer really, really quickly. Okay, but you know what? This tab doesn't hold on for beer for pretty long. Okay, you want quickly get beer. You know what? You can just open the tab and you can get beer. But after the whole pub closed, they need to clean it up, and there's no beer inside. Okay, so that tab is equivalent to computer's RAM. So when we talk about the memory, like store that in the memory and all that, well, most of the time we talk about RAM. RAM is short for random access memory. So basically, as the name suggests, it's random access. You can access anywhere. And it's a memory that didn't live for pretty long. Just like when you order something, okay, your input, okay, you want to order something, and just to get that from the tab, and then you can like quickly store, like like bartender will like bring a lot of beer, and then you can like store it here, got some tube somewhere, okay, but this is like temporary. After the computer gets shut down, or after the pub got closed for today, and all this whatever left the tab is gone. Okay, they have to like, just to let it flow away, flush it away. Okay, because you need the fresh beer tomorrow. And that's the RAM. But if you want to store the beer for a pretty long time, okay, there's like a cellar. I don't know how to draw the cellar here, so let me just okay, this is a cellar. So basically the cellar is like the hard drive of SSD, okay, hard drive. That's where, somewhere deep where everything's stored long term. Even the pub is shut, the keg is still there. This is like a lot of really big keg, okay, still over there for the next session. That basically is how I quickly memorize the different parts in a computer in different scenarios, because I believe if you memorize things using a specific scenario, it's easy for you to memorize and it makes sense. Okay, so basically you input using keyboard, using mouse, is equivalent to you go to the pub, you order from something. Okay, you're the client, and then the CPU or the bartender or the landlord or the pub, he will like quickly get all these instructions, okay, and they'll quickly give you that final product, doing all these mental calculations and receiving money and all that. And the RAM is like a tab, okay, to quickly store things here and give you things, store things here, give you things. And if you want to store this pretty long time, okay, you go to the cellar, put the beer into the keg. Okay, it's not 100% really precise representation, but I just want to give you some sort of like everyday scenarios, so it's more like approachable rather than like logic gates or something like that. Okay, and finally, the final output is the beer in your hands. Okay, that's the result of all that graphs. So the beer in your hand, it may be something that you actually saw right now on the computer. It's monitor, okay? It's just some sort of visual output, or maybe something that you hear, okay? Maybe some music that you hear, something like that. Or maybe some physical printer actually print whatever, like a documentation they want to print it out, use that in some meeting or something like that. Still physical output, like monitors outputs, like audio output, something like that. That's the final product of all this pub. That's the final product, the beer that you got. So basically, you got input, you order, and then you finally get your beer. That's the final output. So that's a really quick and really crude process, and things we are not like really dive into really deep about the whole process, because we are focused more on really high level coding, especially with the help of AI. we can go even higher level. You just know, have a really rough understanding of what's going on, and what is CPU, what's RAM, what's the like the hard drive or SSD, like a solid state drive. Again, it's like a really quick way of storing information, and what's the inputs. I think that's already pretty enough. And then in next video, we're going to focus more about this random access memory as well as CPU, because that's what I think the classic way of how computer processing and calculating information. And I'm going to show you how to actually write this program to sort of mimic how computer works by writing a really small tiny computer using Swift, and it will be so much fun. So yeah,